Comanche native Laken Tosee is a truck driver for Professional Bull Riders. She started with the Lawton Rangers Rodeo, a part of the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association.
They had reached out and asked if anyone wanted to drive for them, so I reached out to Josh and he set me up, so I've been driving on and off for them since August.
Tosee said her favorite trip was to New York City for a sellout show at Madison Square Garden.
The drive there was a little hectic because all of the streets are like one ways, so you have to go so many streets up before you can even make it back around to where you need to get. And then just being in that city, I'm a small town girl from Oklahoma, so being up there and get to experience that was definitely a memory.
Tosee said Wyoming was pretty, but the wind and ice made it difficult to drive through. However, she enjoyed going through the snow and green areas.
Whenever I made the drive from New York City to Chicago, we drove through Pennsylvania and just all of the trees out there. And it was still snowing out there, so that was even better.
Tosee also enjoyed leaving Nevada and traveling through the mountains to California. She said she got in the hang of it after 2 trips. Tosee said she's been a truck driver for many years.
Actually, outside of PBR, I drive trucks in the oil field anyway, so I've been driving for like the past 5 years. So it's nothing new to me, just different surroundings, landscapes, like mountains, everything like that. It's a lot different from being in a little car and then being in a truck. So
she said they'll sleep in the truck whenever they make long drives.
We were just in Sacramento, California, and we made the drive from there to here, and we got here Tuesday evening, and we left out Monday morning from Sacramento, so we drove all night. So whenever one driver is driving, the other one's in the back, like in the sleeper, and we sleep and get our 10 hours of sleep before we can start driving again. And then we stop, fuel up, switch drivers, and then that's how we make the drives in 2 days, 2 to 3 days.
Tosee said the team drivers also share responsibilities at the main event.
The guy that I just drove from Sacramento with, he actually is the gate man. So he pulls the gate at the shows.
She said others run the show's production, such as the big screens, lighting, and audio. Tosee will help with the sponsorships and pull the shoot boards at the show's beginning.
During Rido entry, or the introduction, where all of the smoke and the fireworks and the fire are out on the arena floor, they'll have the riders walk out, and then they'll have usually the top 5 will either stand on the chutes and they'll spotlight them.
She said staying connected to her heritage is hard when she's on the road.
Since I've worked in the oil field, I haven't always been able to make it to powwows or anything like that, but every chance that I do get to, I try to go home and go to as many as I can. But with me being on the road and everything, it might just be once every 2 months or something. But outside of that, like, my family has always been cultural and traditional, not just with powwows and like all of the regalia and everything, because we were taught growing up like how to make our own regalia and dresses and all of the way that you do it and the way that you don't. And it's not just for the powwow circle, it's also our Native American church. We were raised with that, and also on top of that, our horse culture.
Tosee said her family helps when she can't take her son.
Thank you to them. I love you guys.
Reporting for the Comanche Nation, PIO News, Natasha Riccadante.